Hari Om all, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Today we will contemplate on the verse from chapter 9. It's verse 10. It is mayādhyakṣheṇa prakṛitiḥ sūyate sa-charācharam hetunānena kaunteya jagad viparivartate. Let me repeat. mayādhyakṣheṇa prakṛitiḥ sūyate sa-charācharam hetunānena kaunteya jagat viparivartate. The meaning is follows: working under my direction, this material energy brings into being all animate and inanimate forms, O son of Kunti. For this reason, the material world undergoes the changes, which is creation, maintenance, and dissolution. Maya, so by me, adhyakṣheṇa direction, prakritiḥ material energy, sūyate brings into being, sa both, chara-acharam, chara and acharam, the animate and the inanimate, hetunā reason, anena this, kaunteya Arjun the son of Kunti, jagat the material world, viparivartate undergoes the changes. Yeah. So Krishna ji,
Yeah.
if you can.
So,
How do you see this verse?
yeah, working on.
It looks
So,
very direct in some ways.
sorry, Sanjay, could you please repeat? It
Yeah,
looks.
no. The what Sri Krishna is telling here looks very direct and very visible.
Hmm. Yeah. So here again, like the last chapter also, like it's the entire um, human being, all creation, the universe itself is uh, by consciousness. So it's like a following here also it is working under my direction. So even the material, it's again a continuation of that. Even the materialized form, material energy is into I think human beings and also the non-living things like non-movable things. I can say animate is like some moves and make some actions, or inanimate I would be like it like a mountain, those type of thing. Even that is like all everything is working under and it's progressing towards the consciousness.
Mhm.
So 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 that's a reason, right? So in the metallic energy here Sri Krishna is highlighting. So it's a cycle again, because it's doing creation, there is a maintenance, and obviously dissolution, it's a end of things, so it's becoming a cycle. So so here the significance I feel is, so the metallic energy is by this, it is what it is like. It has a creation, there is a maintenance for some period, and there is a end for some period. But one has to look into the uh, be, behind that, what is this behind this metallic energy, that's a consciousness. So I think that's quite the focus is to
Mhm.
um, see the consciousness, and again not into this entire world and other creations. It's all even it is it's also going through that direction. So it has
Yes,
ended.
since here he's talking about the material energy and the
Mm,
material world. Okay.
mm,
In some ways, this is like answer to those who say that, like, who question is there God?
mm,
Okay, how do you prove
mm,
that there is God?
mm,
How do you see that? Like, take that, like, since he's talking about material energy, material world.
mm,
Okay, and he's saying from that point of view, from the material. So let's say you take this material. See, what I've seen is, in all the Upanishad explanations, uh, they explain in both the ways. One is nothing is real, and you can go on explaining, contemplating on that side. And the other side is everything is also real.
mm, mhm,
Okay, there is again explanation being given.
mm,
Okay, so now let's say that you take, so for someone who has not come into this Upanishads, Vedanta discussions, for where the world looks very real. Okay, now if there is a question like, is there God, how do you justify?
mm,
They are here clearly, Shri Krishna is saying it is my direction, this is working, right? So there, so
mm.
you can take it in two ways, right? I believe in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is my God, and I will take. Okay, the other way is, you understand it, and like you can you explain it to someone, can you prove, can you explain it also?
Mm, mm,
What kind of logical discussion you will drive?
mm. So, so here it's
Mm.
so we know that like it's a I would say in simple terms like so any living being, right? We everybody, even I, instead of saying we, I see it. It's growing, right? If for some time it was not there, but after a few years or few minutes or few
Okay.
minutes, it comes up, and
Okay.
it's again it goes through some process. It uh, grows and again it decays and it ends. Again that is happening. But as so there is some witnesser who sees this, right?
Okay. So you're saying through, since you see it is real, right? Now
Hmm.
the question is, can you see God? And if I cannot see God, how do you? If I consider whatever I can see or experience as real, how do I understand God? Uh,
So I would so I would attempt to answer it this way. So so just now I told, right? So it is like I see I was born, I was having this body and this mindset, looking at particular things, and it gradually changed. So
mm,
it's like the body is completely changing, but there is something which is having this entire witnessing thing and also the memory, right? So
mhm,
so so which is something beyond this body and mind, right? There is something else happening, and how do I even operate, right? There is mental, logical thinking. I can decide I want to eat this. So based on the knowledge nearby, I know how to. For example, if I want to prepare in simple idli, I have to put some. I will. I'll get to know because idli is. I believe that. I mean, according to my knowledge, it's most of like famous in South India and more. So I prefer idli. I get the element, and those all gatherings, right?
mhm,
I know, but still, I cannot fully say that I made this idli.
mm,
Right? There is something beyond this, right? There is a sun, there's energy coming in, and there is a water, there's a soil. So these are not controlled by me. So who is that controller?
mm,
So I would say that that is God.
mm,
So that's how I would attempt to answer it, and that's my
mm,
understanding also.
mm, mm, mm,
And this even my thinking perspective, as I told, the perspective is changing on the same thing or the
mm,
same situation over years and years. And also I feel I'm making the control of the brain. I speak in a way, yes, it's not fully by me, but still there is a hair to talk that, right? And there is a mechanism how the signal goes to my brain and how the brain instructs my vocal cords and how much sound should go and how the tongue should twist. That's not controlled by me,
mm,
right? So there is something, right?
mm,
If I would claim this everything is there, that there is something else. So what is that something else? I would call it as a God,
mm,
and it's also governed by that. So anything just before this, we also discussing. I mean, even Gita says like you perform your duty and result is not yours. If everything is controlled by me, I would also control the result also, right?
mm,
So there is something else, and everything is governed by. But I am being an instrument. I am able to make some decision and work upon it. If I am with in line with the cause, in line with the dharma, so I go with the same path, and I feel like I achieve what I need. But suppose if I am against dharma, I might get something, but again it's again goes on like I might get something not favor to me, failure or something again like it goes cycle. But coming back to the point, it is yes, it is some there is a power which is behind my control, which is governing me, controlling me, and that I would say it as a god.
mm. Then why do you think he he is doing all this creation and like all these jivas come into being and everyone goes through the samsara of pain, suffering. Why is he doing?
Yeah, I also like I had this like why like if Sri Krishna is saying everyone in that direction, why do you even need this? I think it's like sometimes I feel it's I mean it's my own assumption or it's like cinematic things. Like I would earlier like I would say it's a gameplay of God. He
Mm,
does something you want to experience this world, right? In
mm,
different things, and he's using as an instrument. Suppose you want to
mm,
experience this human to human biological things, to become a
mm,
doctor or Ayurvedic something, and you want to like play dramas and be an artistic, he becomes some artist and make a one form and do that. So that's what my assumption and like that. But still, like I was also asking sometimes back Vijay ji, like if we are everybody is going to that direction, if it's the consciousness all knows, why do we suffer and why do we want to do? So that the starting point is not known, like but that's the answer I got. The starting point is not known, but we are here to how to say not to handle, like we are here, bhagavad gita is here to instruct how to
mm,
live this, how to live this peacefully. Peacefully
mm,
I mean like how what it is, by knowing what exactly it is, what it is meant for,
mm.
who you are truly. So that's why I'm seeing, that's how I
Okay.
yeah, see.
So, okay, nice, nice. Yeah. So these are few questions I had when I was preparing for this verse. Right. Yeah. Let me also share mine.
Sure.
So what? So when the question comes of, hey, why do you say that there is this divine force, God behind? Right. So one thing I can say is like there is order in everything. Right. So um, the planets revolve around the sun, and there is a perfect timing, and then there is a perfect weather. A lot of things have to come together for life to thrive, right? And there is nothing random going on. It is just that what the human cannot understand is just that um, human is still trying to explore to figure out how. As we have seen, it has taken many years to for the science to catch up with how different things work, right? Whether earth goes around the sun or sun goes around the earth, and like whether earth is flat or not flat, right? So it is taking time, but there is a reason, there is a order in everything, right? So things randomly, things don't work in order, right? For example, for a drama or a movie uh, to 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 play, there has to be a director behind who is managing it properly. Only then like it goes from one scene to the other scene to the other scene. There's a continuity, and and there is a message being given, right? Similarly, the way I see it is, so for this world to operate in a proper order with proper conditions, there has to be someone behind it. Okay. Now, so 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 that can be one answer, one way to see, for me to say that, okay, there is this, there is God. Okay. The second question can be like, uh, I can see so many things. Why can't I see God? Right? And how do I agree that there is God? Right? So whatever this body can see, it is based on these senses, right? Eyes and ears, nose. Right?
mm,
And even with the worldly creation, we have seen that not everything the eyes can see, right? You have to use telescope or microscope, right? And even not every sound wave the ears can hear. So there is a limitation to the instrument. The moment I use instrument to to see, or like to agree to the existence, then I'm limited by the power of the instrument.
mm,
Right? So obviously, someone who has created this whole thing is going to be much bigger, it will not be able for this particular instrument that this body has to see or hear, or like to figure out, right?
mm,
um so 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 we also know that, since there are things which our eyes cannot see, but we agree that science has proven that they exist, right? That means, like, you can say that, yeah, there is, you cannot deny that God cannot be there, because it is just that, like, beyond the power of this instrument, the eyes, for the existence, right?
mm,
And then what does our scripture say is, uh, what our scripture says, um, the root of this, the whole divine, is Brahman, and
mm,
the one power of this Brahman is Maya, right?
mm, mm,
Brahman, with the Maya Shakti,
mm,
drives this creation, and the Maya Shakti has these two properties. One is Avarana Shakti, and the other is Vikshepa Shakti. Avarana is basically the wheeling power of Maya, which is, uh, what is real, it hides.
mm, mm,
Okay, so
mm,
so
mm,
there is this divine. Due
mm,
to this Avarana Shakti, it is hidden. Okay,
mm,
it
mm,
hides the real, and then
mm,
due to this Vikshepa Shakti, it projects something unreal, which is the world we see.
mm,
Okay, so
mm,
that is how with the power of Maya, uh, the scriptures explain how the real is hidden and the unreal is projected, and if you don't have this jnana knowledge, then, like, you will rely on your instrument, which is eyes, and you will trust that eyes, my eyes are seeing this. See, I'm using this eyes to walk, I'm using this eyes to touch. So since everything is real and it's working, so I'm going to rely on my eyes. Yes, it is working. Your eyes are good enough for you to walk. Okay, but remember that it is for the limited purpose, that you can use the eyes for that. But
mm.
if you only rely on your eyes, you are going to only learn that limited things,
That's an hidden things.
right? So if you want, right, then
Mhm.
then you have to, you can even use the science. Science says that eyes cannot see everything. So then you have to try to see beyond what the eyes can see. Okay, and number two, for everything that eyes cannot see, there is not a instrument available today. Okay, telescope can only see to some extent, right?
Mm,
Microscope can only take us to some extent. It cannot show us the smallest of the smallest. It will, every with time, the microscopes are getting powerful, the telescopes are getting powerful, but then, like, there is no end to it, right? They can,
mm.
right?
Yes.
So that's how I see this. Then uh, then the question comes, hey, why is he creating this? And like
Correct.
why am I going through this suffering? Right.
Yes.
So one of the sessions we had this discussion is uh, take an artist, right?
Mm.
Artist cannot sit idle. He will express through his art, right?
Yeah.
He will
Mm.
The artist will draw. A
Mm.
musician cannot sit idle. He will express through music.
Mm. Mm.
So so everyone with whatever the natural skill ability, the expression naturally comes out.
Mm.
Similarly, the expression of Brahman
Brahman.
is creation. Okay.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it just it naturally is coming out. Okay.
Mm.
Only
Right.
thing here is the power of Brahman is such that creation also gets life, and that is where like you and me got life, and we started living by ourselves. Okay. And because of the Maya Shakti, then this life that came out of his expression is unable to see the real. Okay. But then but then the Brahman also the through God, he also left the clue to exit this
Mm.
this trap, right? Which is like, this is like you are into a game, and now you have to come out of it. And that's where we have been given the scriptures, and through the scriptures you can realize, oh, okay, this is what happened. So I am so and so, I am this, I came from Brahman only, right? If I don't know,
Mm.
I continue to try to live by myself with this my own ego and like get trapped. But once I realize that, then I surrender, and once I surrender, the purpose is to again go back, right? To merge with the source from where we came, right?
Mm.
That clue is given through our Upanishads, through the scriptures,
Mm.
right?
Okay. Mm.
So now the point is, it is like Narada in one of the uh, 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 books it's given. He
Mm.
asked Vishnu, like, I want to see the power of your Maya, right? So he said,
Vishnu.
okay, go and get me some water from the lake. So he goes to the lake. And do you know that story? That
No.
okay, he goes to the lake to get some water, and then he's a lady. Then
Mm.
he falls in love with that lady.
Mm.
Then they start living together. They have good time. Have they have children, and then like the family is doing well, and like there's a lot of happiness. And then like one day there's a flood, and it just sweeps the entire village, and everyone is gone, and only Narada is like there, and like he's crying, God, where are you, what is happening? And then like he sees Vishnu in front. He said, yeah, I'm here only. What happened? I asked you to get me water. Then he realized, oh, what happened?
Mm. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So what happened, right? He's always there. It is just that the power of Maya shields with the wheeling power, like it hides the real Bhagavan, and he sees all the other things, the projections, and he thinks that is real, and then he falls for it. And then when the suffering comes, when you call for God, then okay, when the call is deep and real, right? You are
Mm.
able to see beyond this screen, right? You realize that,
Mm.
okay, this is not real, this is right. I don't want to be in this. Then you go out, you try, you get out. So it is up to us, up to each jiva to like, if the jiva wants to enjoy, take it as a challenge, achieve this, achieve that. Yes, right, you continue with the drama.
Yeah. Actually, yes. So it relates somewhat to my life also. Somewhere, yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, when earlier,
Mm.
I mean, earlier, at least now I have some clarity about, like, when beginning of Bhagavad Gita, I was like, um, especially with the work, I was too much confused whether I were to focus only on work, 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 work. But later I okay, work, work, work is also bad. There's too much self there, selfishness. That helped me. Just
Hmm.
thought I was able to relate this.
Hmm.
It's only when you find when you're happy and everything and enjoyable, senses are happy, all good. The time when senses are not feeling comfort or not like somewhat it's heal or what to say like it's not something what it expected, right? Then
Uh,
real question arises.
so
But
that way you can see, right? Each one, like the happiness is there, which is one of the natural thing that nature of this jiva. And like you
mm,
question that, like, why is there suffering? But then if you see deep inside, the suffering is a signal back to the one saying, you know what, you are not in the right direction, you have to stop and think.
mm,
Right? If someone is going in the wrong direction, there has to be someone to tell that, hey, you are going in the wrong direction. I feel like this suffering is basically the one which basically sends the signal saying, okay, you are going in the wrong direction. A smart one can think, oh, okay, why is this happening? Let me think. Then, like, maybe you will try to find the solution, right? But if you accepted that, you know what, this is how life is, then and like, but and continue in the same path, then that's where, like, um, the suffering will prolong, right? Maybe that jiva is not ready yet, right? But the idea, if you see, when we like something, we do more, right? When we like sweet, we tend to overeat, and then, like, it will give some problem. Or like when we like the work, what we do, you tend to overdo, and then it,
yeah,
it hits back. It will it will gives there will be some signal, but the initial signals will be weak, and
correct.
it
Yes,
is
yes.
easy to ignore. And then, like, you extend to doing the same thing, the signal
Mm,
will get little stronger. And it's
mm,
all about, like, how long, how strong signal you want to
mm.
take action is where is what finally it is, right?
Yeah, it's with the food. Food also like it will be very tasty. Doing keep on things like now food is like it's very made easy to be frank. Within few clicks, we are getting food in within minutes. Few minutes
Yeah.
also like
Yeah.
maybe
If you have to
nearest.
prepare it manually and do it, it will take a lot of
Ah,
energy, a lot of
yeah,
time, and
yeah.
like you will not eat it that easily also a lot, right? Now it
Exactly
is
like
easily
it's
available. You
within
can
few
overeat.
clicks and sitting inside home.
Mm.
And also the work also Saranji, I agree like will do like it's keep on like but somewhere we are suppressing the real need and somewhere also the some desires will be there and at one point of time it's kind of busting out emotion it comes out. Hey,
Mm.
stop, let me stop,
It's all
what
about that.
exactly I'm doing here, I mean.
They say
Yeah.
that like animals have this instinct. They can pick up signals when something is going wrong, like these earthquakes or tsunami and all, right? and
Yeah.
and they say that even human has these powers. It is just that we become so busy, or like, to with things that we like, that we basically um, ignore, and like totally ignore that faculty of reasoning, or like that signal, picking up the signal, feedback signal,
Yeah.
right? And now if you see more and more of gadgets coming, and the gadgets, if you I feel like we rely more on gadgets to give us the signal or to tell us.
Mm.
Okay, but the body itself has that natural capability. It is just that, like, it is about using the natural capability, right?
Yeah, be who you are and
Yeah,
the perception is, yeah,
that
perception is
requires to
very
be
less.
very conscious, aware of what is. Unless you are very conscious, you will not be able to pick up what is going on.
Yeah, yeah, true. So again, yeah, working under my direction, this material energy brings out. So this entire energy is like it's a university. Prabhuji says this world is a university to learn. This reminds me like
Yeah,
Prabhuji's talk.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
directly relate it. It's an university for us to learn and not to enjoy the temporary things or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The universe
perfect.
is
Yeah.
the university.
Yes.
uh, and we go through test every day. It is,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Yeah, that way it's very nice. Nice one. Okay. Anything else you want to share?
No, Sarunji, I think I also contemplated, which I had my mind, everything.
Uh, we'll then end the session here.
Sure.
Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Hari Om.